everybody, this is Salvi here with the VTuber news coming right up for you. Before that, of course, smash that subscribe button, hit that bell, and the like button as well, and let's get right into it. Hololive Productions is the agency that is underneath Cover Corp, the Cover Corp umbrella, as you would call it, and they are the ones that control the Hololive English, JP, which is their original branch, EN, Advent, all those things that are under there, Device, ID, Holostars JP, and Holostars EN as well. We're talking about Cover Corp because they recently did have a status of response to infringement acts, basically people that infringed on their copyright or did things to try to harm their affiliated talents. So this is their big announcement here. So thank you very much for continuously supporting Cover Corporation. Here and after referred as Cover Corp. They've hereby announces that individual referred to as perpetrator who had committed acts of infringement against and defamation and slander against Cover Corp and its affiliated talents has been identified and settlements reached. Perpetrators posted unfounded information about our talents on social media, which unjustly damaged our social reputation and infringed upon their personal dignity. In response, which is very strong in Japan, it's a strong way, like you can actually do this in Japan very easily. Go against someone who does it. Cover determined that these posts constituted an infringement on affiliated talent's reputation and dignity and filed a request for disclosure of said information accordingly. The court subsequently recognized the case put forward constituted infringement of rights, which resulted in the identification of the individuals involved. After they were identified, Cover Corp engaged in negotiations with the perpetrator, and at the end of the last year, settlement agreements were finally reached under which respondent agreed to issue an apology, delete their social media account, pay damages, refrain from engaging in defamatory conduct in the future, and pay a contractual penalty in the event of any subsequent violations. Basically, they paid a penalty. They're no longer going to be on social media if they do it again or found to have done it again, because of course they were uncovered before. Their full name, address, everything was uncovered before. If it's found again, you pay another penalty. At present, both within Japan and internationally, Cover Corp is planning further action in response to the dissemination of unfounded information and posts that unjustly damage the character of our talents on platforms such as YouTube, X, social media services, message boards, content aggregation websites. Over the next month, the company plans to proceed with approximately 30 cases, including petitions for the disclosure of said information, basically getting all their information, name, address, etc., for civil litigation and criminal proceedings. Plans to publicly disclose and update in response to this around April 2026. So this creates precedent. Although I don't think they are a common law country. Either way, when it comes to law like this, it does help their cases in the future. It absolutely helps their cases in the future. People are saying here, both in Japan and internationally, for criminal proceedings. We appreciate that the company proves itself once again serious and dedicated to their task of protecting the talents. And as is said here, thank you for your response and report. A lot of people are very happy about this. A lot of people are very happy that this is going on. You can report to cover anyone you believe is harassing a talent. Ignoring does not help when they can still freely post whatever they want. So yeah, a lot of people are very, very happy that this is going on. Time is up for a lot of people who are doing this. They're not playing around. They did make people actually delete their account. Right here, Watame with Bozo. People talking about it here saying, like, my goats. And you have as well people on other places saying, well, this is game over. One court ruling means they have precedent over all 30 cases. Rip Bozo moment for all of them. Japan is not a common law country. Even without that, setting a precedent means it can be referenced and reduces any stigma of being the first to do something. Japan is very big on sticking to things being standard and returning to normal. So getting something done for the first time, yes, it's much easier to do it afterwards once you have, hey, we've done this before. You guys have helped us before. So, help us again in getting the information from these people. They're taking action against 30 individuals and orgs, both in Japan and overseas. Imagine forming an org just to S on Miko and Holo. Yeah, some people are very weird when it comes to that kind of stuff. Very, very weird and hatred. There are things to criticize people on, and that's different. Criticism is different than, absolutely different than slander, defamation, etc. Although there are some people that try to equate it, it's very different. Criticism is allowed, and Cover Corp even allows criticism, but straight up defamation is absolutely something different. She has hit back against the hater as we go to Nerissa Ravencroft, who is a female English VTuber with Hololive EN's Advent. She is one of the songbirds of Demon of Soup, Nori-chan, Nerizzler, Nessie, and Raven, the Demon of Sound, Rissa, whatever you want to call her. She recently was attacked, as mentioned here in the Riemann Evanstar thing that I mentioned before, for only mentioning Octavio's name once for a song that she was going to do, which she did do, Bird Brain, and she was going to have male vocals on it. She had Christian Banas instead, but she had said, you know, she wanted people who were male singers to do some backing vocals for her. And she was thinking maybe Octavio, because it was going to be a simpler thing. Honestly, it is a simpler thing to go for someone in your agency already. And there should not be any hatred for doing that type of stuff. But of course, she did get a lot of hatred from this person, who lashed out saying, why do you keep listening to all these beggars who want to see you fall into obscurity and become trash like Nijisanji, with BV Shoujo or Phase, and saying that she had made a promise not to, according to this guy, made a promise not to mention men's names and things like that. This person is, of course, as I mentioned before, just a overly parasocial person that should take a break, honestly. It, of course, doesn't deserve any harassment, doesn't deserve any doxing or anything like that, so of course don't go that way. But yeah, people memed him enough that he left. At least for now, he has left the VTuber space, the VTuber fan base. He came to Jailbreak Spain, you would never collab with or name drop any Holostar. I don't know when she said that, but yeah, this person's taking it extremely seriously. Just one name drop of one Holostar made this person go insane. We're going to go on to this person here. Godfast, who is another person who I'm guessing is in the same vein as the other person. Remember, Sar said swarms of homo beggars to terrorize Marin simply because he voiced his concerns. None of the people calling him unicorn schizo or jailbirds. They don't watch Hololive. They don't watch Holostars. They just get a sick kick out of seeing unicorns, distressed, and think it's funny. No. What we don't like, what I don't like, and that's why I say we. What I don't like is when people take it over the top and think that they can control what people say, and they should control what happens in the Hololive universe, and by people like Nerissa. As has been a member since it was possible, you're a scum and you're not a jailbird. Nerissa was upset by it. All your statements are meaningless in the face of hurting someone you claim to care about, and that's the big thing. They hurt her, and they made her very sad. Any man that upsets his Oshi fails to consider himself, and fails to reconsider himself, is not a man at all. So yeah, it's just, you shouldn't go that far. And this person continues, so instead of ignoring it, Nerissa in her infinite wisdom, which is negative IQ, decides to join Myron harassment campaign. No, she doesn't join a harassment campaign. She disavows what happened, and disavow the people who truly support her. No, these are the fringes. You say that you guys, you know, Godfast says that they are the true defenders of her or whatever. Watch her content. They are strange people who go a little too far. Truly a genius effing move, because we all saw how great it worked for Shiori. Disappointed to say the least. Have fun alienating the fans you've built by being an idol for the sake of carrying the hollow stars in this case, since no one would ever willingly watch their garbage content despite the continuous virtual signaling. A lot of people do watch their content. A lot of people watch their content. They've grown a lot since their initial stage of where they were. They have grown a ton, and that is why they have the popularity that they do. They have continued to be the underdogs rising up. So let's listen in to some of this that's being said as we take a look at other things that are going on.
What that person said, I said, is why I'm particularly upset, is it misrepresented what I said over a year ago. It is not correct, and now people are seeing that and thinking that what that person said is correct, even though it is not. That is not what I said. And they are taking the words of an auntie and taking them to be true, while also then saying that the same auntie is delusional, which he is. Can we just block them? Anyway.
Yes, block the person.
I'm just saying,
always.
The block button is so amazing. The block button is so amazing. I will continue to mention whoever I want on my stream. I have had my father, my brother on my stream. I have also done a lovely collab with Lotus Juice over on Calliope Mori's channel. I had my lovely voice actor friend Christian Banas on Bird Brain doing some awesome voice acting for me. Let's all let's all be frank here, okay? Like, just send that guy to the Shadow Realm. Block him. He is not welcome.
Absolutely.
I do not want him in my community. Anyone who has that perspective, I do not want them here. And I think I even said that at the time too. I do not support people who preach hatred. I do not support people who hate Hollow Stars. I do not support people who hate any of my coworkers. You can respectfully, please, for the love of all that is good, leave me alone. I do not like you, and I do not want you here. I'm sorry. Like, if you love Idol, that is perfectly fine. I also love Idol. I will continue to do what makes me the most comfortable. But I am also not going to spread hatred and want people in this community who's just spread hatred to people nonstop.
And that is the big message that everyone wanted. That is the message that I have said. Just leave her alone. Just leave Holostars alone. You don't like them. Like, I've always said that when it comes to anybody you like, don't like, etc. Just block, ignore, move on, that type of thing. That is the best thing you can do. That is the best thing you can do moving forward when it comes to anybody that you don't like. Anybody that is saying or doing things that are hurting the community. Just block them, make them no longer, pertinent or relevant, make their relevancy disappear. That's what they don't want. That's what they hate. Make their relevancy disappear. And this person, like I said, just people are continuing down here to being crazy, being just some people are supporting, some people are saying this person's crazy. The vast majority of people are saying you're not really a Hololive fan. You're not really a fan if you're going this crazy over someone saying something about Holostars, about something like that. People are just like, yeah, go seethe harder somewhere else. And yeah, just I'm glad that the community overall has come against this. Hakui Koyori is a female Japanese VTuber with Hololive's X, the Holo X generation, Holo X, which is the 6th generation of Hololive, Hololive JP at least. We're talking about her. She was a announcer at the World Baseball Classic, which is recently was won by Venezuela. It is something that recently a tournament. It's first of its kind to have national teams featuring the best professional players. It was something that was done this year. It is a triennial baseball tournament, international, and this year Koyori was a VTuber who was covering it and a VTuber who was basically doing the announcement for it. Said Hololive VTuber Hakui Koyori has received backlash from a comedian after she got invited to announce play ball at the WBC International Professional Baseball Tournament. We lost because we fielded someone like a VTuber in the tournament, the comedian said in one of his skits, sparking negative criticism against VTubers, with VTuber fans coming to defend her. Some fans claiming it's not the first time he's thrown jabs at Holo members. Some other fans are even speculating that Soshina, the comedian, is a Nijisanji fan. The reason why they're saying that is because he's only said positive things about Nijisanji in the past and hasn't said anything negative about them recently. And says Koyori tweeted today, garnered a lot of support from colleagues and fans. In this tricky realm where it's hard to tell if it's animation or real person, there might still be folks who can't quite accept it yet. But if you come to see a live show, you see the passion they're pouring in this real deal. And here we go. VTuber 2, they're putting their lives on the line for real, honing their singing through their vocal training, pursuing their true selves through dance lessons, and there are people out there pouring their whole lives into their activities. This tricky realm where it's hard to tell if animation or real person, there might still be folks who can't quite accept it, and this has become a live show. And this is the person who has done it. The reason why, I don't know, but it does seem like they don't like Hololive. It says, it seems the comedians get away with anything as long as they claim it's a skit or material. Teasing people within your own circle is one thing, but trying to get laughs putting down another industry is entirely different. Is he even worthy of being called a comedian? It's not a statement coming from his role as a comedian, then this is nothing more than an unjustified criticism. In Japan, it could even be considered slander, possibly. It seems Ruppin's gone and said something about Hololive again, but he's just that boring Nijisanji stan who suddenly drops Salama's name in a video that eats shit hard. Riding on the VTuber V anti-wave, the usual Nijisanji stan move to farm numbers by bashing Hololive. That's what it seems like to be here. Person who is a stand for a company is or shilling for a company is going to be doing negative things for another. Not even the VTubers in Nijisanji. I don't think they would be happy because they do have a lot of friends in Hololive as well. I don't think they'd be happy seeing this at all. She clapped back hard and embarrassed the hell out of somebody again. As we talk to Pipkin Pippa, talk about Pipkin Pippa, a female English VTuber with Phase Connect's first generation. She debuted alongside many, including Tenma Mayumi, Fujikata Uruka, Iori, Nasa, Michiru, Ashelia, tons of people. And we go to her Twitter, as you can see here, where she responds to someone saying, it's generally entertaining to see this corpo go up in flames after being considered one of the best to ever do it. What a delightful fall from grace. Phase Connect was considered one of the best to ever do it. After everything we've been through and the judgmental gaze for so long? Rewriting the underdog story when it suits you. FaceCon might not be perfect, but we'll continue to work hard. And I think FaceCon is going to do well. I really hope it does well because, for the people who don't know, recently in my videos, I did put that FaceCon is happening. It is their first convention, VTuber convention, that is just Phase Connect all the time. It is very hard to do that. It is very scary to do that, and I do hope it goes well for them. This was based on this part here, where it says, listen, 3 months out, info other location finally drops, meaning Greeks raffle base. You can hypothetically spend $1,000 and get there and not meet a single person. That is something that Hololive does. That's the critique that they're doing there. I knew it was going to be a critique that was going to be done. Hololive and other big agencies do that because it's just too much demand, and sometimes people do actually grab it and try to, sell it for a higher price. They try to be scalpers as well. No confirmed programming, just concerts, karaoke, panels, mentioned no other info. Vendor hall has 3 confirmed artists, San Francisco Airport Hotel Con, during World Cup, during Pride Month, during Juneteenth. Only mentioned activities are coffee stand and snack bar. It requires 200 con badge to entry. To enter, minors allowed with a guardian. Minors below 13 also allowed. At least 1-day tickets are $40. And this is seen as like, oh my God, this is like a big oh my God, we caught them in the act. We caught them, it's gonna go all screwed up. And down here, nah. Even banned VTuber memes. It's like, nah, this person's just putting out the information. Banned VTuber memes has not given any kind of big information here. Just at the very least from what I'm seeing here is, this is of course the schizos in 4chan. This is absolutely the schizos in 4chan. But here we go. This banned VTuber memes like, nah, it's not really that big of a deal. It's not a fall from grace. No confirmed content. Panels, concerts, and karaoke are confirmed. Honestly, no idea why they decided California of all places. It's because that's the place where all the big cons are, really. It is a place to set yourself up to possibly have good success in the future. They can move it to another con. If it's successful in California, it can be successful in other places. That is a place where, you have many international airports, many places to contact. East Coast and West Coast are the big places, the big population centers. That's why they do it. Let's take a look at how people responded to Pippa. Sayu says, I honestly think you and the company have worked so hard to get to where things are now. Nothing will ever change that. And some people are just over emotional over any small things. Still, I'm sorry you have to see the kind of things at all. And I hope the con goes well. Rocket also says, I've been going to cons for about 20 years, seen so many come and go. Rarely have I seen anyone first year ever run con ever run so smoothly. But the first year is always the most memorable before they become like every other one. Dark says, based. Other people say Deslaris. Even as fans, we got shit. And I'm happy to be here regardless, but it's wild that people are pretending like they weren't talking S about the talents, the company, and the fans from the beginning. Seriously, why even reply? There are people unhappy with some of the decisions FaZe has made. It's not rewriting. It's not you don't want to fuel those flames. It's because if you let it simmer, if you let it continue being that way, it ends up becoming a big problem. Honestly, it ends up becoming a big problem, and no one wants that. You need to shut it up and stop it before it happens. My perceptions FaZe has always been that standout because it just lets the girls effing breathe without watching them all the time. It's always felt much more like FaZe as a corpo built to serve the talents, and the talents being around to build the corpo's brand. It is jokingly called, that it's jokingly said that they pick up the girls who were in the mental ward and stuff like that. But no, yeah, FaZe Connect has always been a very open and allowing of the talents to do what they wish. And it says B was never good /B, which is the place for 4chan. FaZe was never good, but all the good ones scam charities, tried to blank people, and got involved in scandals involving minors. People should watch a Kudo Corp from years ago. Intro's wild and full of if you know, you know. So yeah, a lot of people have shown support. A lot of people have shown support for Pippa in this situation. Oh no, the new convention won't be the instant Comic-Con in terms of size and involvement. Such a failure, the company behind is going to go down in flames. If they really believe that, I have a ball pit to sell them. And that was a FurryCon ball pit, I believe. It was the ball pit heard about around the world where people peed in it, I believe. FaceCon love, I will support y'all. So yeah, a lot of people showing love, and I'm glad that they're getting that love, and I'm honestly glad that Pippa is shutting people up and shutting them down. Facebook is recruiting new folks, and what am I talking about here? Facebook is an organization that has been around for a long time. I used it when I was in college. It was very much useful there, but they did try to have a platform where they were having streamers in the past. It went really horribly. Facebook streaming went really horribly. They think they even paid Ninja. I think they even paid Ninja. I think it was them or Rumble. One of them paid Ninja to do it, and it was really horrible. Basically, they try to pay their way into doing it, and they're doing it again. Facebook is launching a creator program paying $1,000 to $3,000 per month for creators to search platforms. Creators must have a 100K to 1 million follower on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube to be eligible. Like I said, they're trying to get the clout of someone and create their own clout and try to get their own power through that. It says, me knowing Facebook runs Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Let's see, 3K a month to move your audience somewhere they don't want to go. That math doesn't work for long. US only. For women and followers, 3K is a massive lowball. Meta is clearly desperate for retention. That's the thing. As someone's 1 million, like a lot of people, they're probably going to be making more than 3K a month. I'll tell you that much. Just on ad revenue of their videos. If they get similar views to what they have, they're going to get a lot more than 3K a month. So this is a low ball, but yeah, they're recruiting for people. She has done it again with some huge news. We have Mori Calliope being a female English VTuber with a Hololive EN Myth, along with Ina, Kiara, Amelia, and Gura. We're talking about PATLABOR, which is the anime that we're talking about here specifically. It is a project announced by the International Animated Film Festival in 2017. Aside from the director Yutaka Izubuchi, members of Headgear who worked at that, it's a mecha anime. It's a mecha anime, mecha-based anime. And it is a series that has been going on for a long time. The PATLABOR EZY is something new, but I believe PATLABOR has been going on for a long time. Decades, as far as I know. And her big announcement is she's in charge of the opening theme for PATLABOR EZY, or Easy. I don't know exactly if it says Easy or EZY. Releasing very soon. You can hear some of the song here. I'm so very honored. Let's listen to a little bit here as she is singing it.
頼むから発砲は控えてくれよ。
2号機待機完了。こうするんです。
新装備の性能はなんかヤバそうな感じですよ。
今この瞬間出動要請があったらどうするんだ。
And there you go. You get to hear a little bit here and there. She's did a really good job, as she usually does. I'm glad that she's getting these opportunities because she is a super hard worker. And there you go. So that is a little bit more that I wanted to show you. Down here, yo, that's my dad right there. Omedetou, Cali, Kanauru, Hakos Bales. She just can't be stopped. Big congratulations. You have Iris as well. PATLABOR, yes, I'm so excited. Congrats, Cali. Keen Biscuit, hell yeah. Other people, Pokore Plamo, PATLABOR. It was a springtime of youth for us old guys. Who would have thought we would get to see a new series this day and age with Caddy's OP, no less. Congratulations. And it says, Kawaii. Congrats, Cali Senpai. It's super exciting and for such a classic anime franchise, too. Yeah, PATLABOR's been around for decades. Like I said, as far as I know, it's been around for decades. A lot of people giving big congratulations. Super excited for this because I love PATLABOR. One of the first things I did on my first Japan trip was visit the PATLABOR statue in Yokohama. Congrats, Cali. And yeah, everybody's giving them congratulations, and she definitely deserves it. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, a place we like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, forms, types, everything in between. And today we're talking about Izumi Appletwist. Why do I do this? Because I want to celebrate and support VTubers out there. I want to help them grow. I want to make sure that the community grows. I want to just show you some people out there. Whether you watch them or not, that's up to you, but I want to show them to you at the very least, so you get to see the breadth of everything that is VTubing. And we're going to take a look here. It says, I'm Izumi Appletwist, your sweet apple pie VTubers. Shall we stroll together through the apple orchards? And let's take a look at something that they did recently.
Tricer, open the door. Tricer!
Outlast Trials. There's a monster there going after them.
Please, Tricer. The door.
At the last second, Jesus. That's horrible. That would have gotten me. That absolutely would have gotten me. And since they are just a Twitch VTuber, that is all I have to show you when it comes to them. Thank you so very much for allowing me to showcase you on my channel. Izumi Appletwist, I do hope this helps you in some way. I just thought it was going to be bigger, but still, it's something. It's definitely something. That crystal bracket was done. Let's do the other crystal bracket. Might as well, right? Got the Thea crystal, the crystal bracket, the crystal skull, whatever you want to call it. And there we go! It's spun! It's spin! Spin! Is that? Oh, whoa, whoa! What's going on there? Whoa, whoa! It's making the moon spin. What the heck is going on here? Well, that's fun. I did not expect that, but thank you. You guys better thank me. Thanks to me, the world is ending soon. the world's gonna end soon, thanks to the squirrel cleaning up some stuff over here. Oh wait, the moon's getting closer. Oh god. Yep, world's ending soon. Thank you guys for watching as always, and of course, take a look, and if you enjoy everything, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, all those things that YouTube asks of you. Really do appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.